The habit of imitating childhood saved the man's life. He spotted a hidden path between the bushes and quickly entered a cave without stopping. As soon as he entered, he dropped the wooden bar blocking the door, preventing the hunter from following him inside. By luck, the path was blocked, but the rising dust revealed his presence. The hunter realized this and stood outside, waiting with a gun. However, he didn't know that there was another way out of the cave. The man crawled through the tunnel and reached a safe place where he drank water to quench his thirst and began searching for supplies. But all he found were old worn-out shoes, which he painfully wore. On the wall, he noticed a map indicating places where food and water could be found. Just then, he heard a noise from outside. He quickly hid the map and crouched in a dark corner, but the faint sound was still heard. The hunter, not taking any chances, pulled out a bomb. As soon as the man rushed through the secret passage, the bomb exploded, but somehow he survived. Seeing that he was still alive, the hunter decided to continue the game and forced him to run barefoot. With the help of the map, the man reached the first supply center, but there was nothing useful there. He wanted to stop, but the hunter fired a shot, forcing him to move forward. After walking a long distance in the scorching heat, he reached the second center, where he found only an old slingshot. He had no idea that it would later save his life. At the last center, he found water, which was the most crucial for him. He tried to drink from a container he had hidden, but the bullet shattered it, and the hunter, laughing, destroyed his last hope. Weak and exhausted, the man continued, while the hunter, sipping cold drinks, watched him. The man, blinded by thirst and heat, collapsed. The hunter fired a few rounds into the air, convinced he was dead, and drove off. But then there was a rustle on the hill. The man was still alive, just pretending to be dead. The hunter, furious, began firing his machine gun, but the distance was too great and he missed. He chased the man in his car, who climbed a mountain and hid in an old cave. As night fell, the temperature dropped, and without any clothes, the man trembled with cold, while the hunter searched for him below, holding a torch. Suddenly, a faint light appeared in the cave, and a little water saved his life. Once he gained strength, he quietly sneaked out, hid behind the hunter's car, distracted him, and snatched a jacket. However, the hunter saw him and tried to run him over by reversing the car, but the man managed to escape. Then, he threw bombs until they were all used up. After that, he fired continuously, but just when the hunter began reloading, the man mustered up the courage, picked up the slingshot, and aimed directly at him. The shot hit the hunter, and he fell unconscious.